Ho, 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 I'm Scott.
Ho, 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 and I'm Oscar, and together we are the Ginfluencers UK at Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. So the gin we're trying today is Trevethan Christmas Reserve Gin. That one right there, as he likes to say.
You know I'm going to have problems. Trevethan is a Cornish distillery that actually dates back to 1929, founded by Norman Trevethan. Norman Trevethan.
Yeah, that's it.
In 2015, Norman's grandson, Robert Cuff, and his friend, John Hall, decided to breathe life back into the old family tradition, and this distillery was reborn. I'm going to do the next bit. I'm doing the next bit. This gin adds Norwegian spruce, locally grown in Cornwall, orange, cinnamon, cranberries, raspberries, lime, and vanilla to their London Dry Gin Botanicals, which is one of these.
We've got the London ones there.
There you go.
Today I'll be making a festive G&T using premium tonic water, also from Cornwall, and garnishing with some orange.
Oh, orange.
Yeah. So they come in these beautiful bottles, in a 70 centilitre bottle to be precise, with an ABV of 40% for £38. If you have bought them recently...
What, those bottles?
No, they've changed the bottles.
So we bought these at well, what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and we haven't got around to... Did we not do one of them? No, we haven't.
No.
And unfortunately, they have changed the bottle shapes. So we're not being tight. It's just... we don't believe in wasting a lot of stuff, so we will have these. We will be getting the new bottles.
Hopefully, by the time we do another one, we will have their new bottles, and hopefully they won't be old bottles by then.
Well, we might have skipped one. That's fine.
But we actually bought these 2 years ago when we actually travelled down to Cornwall for my birthday. We visited there.
True.
So Oscar bought me the entire range, which is really nice here.
You're welcome.
You're a top fella. So as always, we try and eat first. Let's crack it open.
I mean, they're beautiful bottles.
They're beautiful.
They're on our prime shelf over
They
there.
are on our prime shelf.
They're at eye level, so we're a bit like Sainsbury's. Everything's at eye level.
This is beautiful. Their new ones are less kind of angled, and they're kind of a little bit more Art Deco-y. But these are still Art Deco-y.
I think they're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
I think they're beautiful. And the new bottles look good as well, don't get me wrong. I like these bottles. I do. That's me. Let's see what the gin's like inside, though.
Right. Oh, there we go. Right. Exciting. There we are. We've
not tried any of them.
We've not tried any of them. We own them, and we haven't tried any of them.
Oh wow! It's like a berry smell.
I'm getting berries out of that.
Yeah. See, I'm getting better at this, aren't I? Right.
I was just checking. I'm getting a lot of spirit. I am getting like tartness, probably from the cranberry.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of spirit there.
I am getting quite a bit of spice though.
It's spicy.
But it's on the back
It's on
palate.
the finish.
Yeah, it's on the spit. Initially, I'm not. I'm getting the kind of tartness of the cranberry, and I'm getting a lot of the kind of the spirit, and then it's at the back. It then goes to kind of warming spice. It's lingering though. I'm getting, and it changes flavour.
It is. It's really weird, actually. It's incredibly warming. Straight away, it is warming. And it is quite homely. I feel very comfortable with this gin. That may make no sense to some of you, and others you will understand. That's for you lot.
It's becoming a lot more kind of warming now. I'm getting a lot more spice, and I've had a few sips.
It smells like berry. It really does. It smells...
I see what you mean,
berry.
but like a sharp berry.
Yeah.
But
really, it's really berry.
Do you know what this feels like to me? This feels like a Scottish gin. Scottish gins for me tend to be a little bit more kind of like chesty.
A bit more, not harsh. That's the wrong word.
No, a bit more warming.
Fuller.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas a lot of the Cornish gins seem to be a lot softer and a lot more floral.
More delicate.
Mind you, I suppose you want that in a Christmas gin, don't you? You want that little bit more of a oomph.
This is really...
to warm the cockles.
Really interesting because it is warming. It is... So it isn't your traditional cinnamon, nutmeg, star anise, bush in your face, Christmas cake. But it is... I'm still getting winter. I'm still getting Christmas off this through its warmth and through its spiciness. It's like the spicier end of a Christmas cake.
So it's 40%. This feels stronger.
Oh,
this feels
yeah.
like a navy strength.
Yeah.
If you like a navy strength, it's got those kind of. Do you know what it is? It's quite grown up.
Since I brought it up, that smelled like a baked cake. That smelled like
It is changing now. It's kind of.
It is like we
getting open to the
aerated.
air,
Man, in my, this has been closed for 2 years.
You're not supposed to leave it open for 2 years, are you? I mean, not many people leave gin on their shelves for 2 years. Oh look! Every time you touch the counter, it all goes like it's like an earthquake. Like oh look, watch look.
That's your belly.
Oh, that's not my belly.
That's your belly.
My belly is hiding. Look, the cat face. Meow. Santa paws. Anyway, let's see what it's like in a tonic. So let's give it a try. Cheers, Oscar.
Cheers, Scott, and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Because you can't say it enough at this time of the year. Ho, 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 Santa.
Right, so that's become drier.
It has. And but I'm still getting some of the Christmas element. So I'm really glad about this. I love Christmas gins, I really do. To me, this is more of a grown-up Christmas gin. So I'm getting a spicier end of it.
Yeah.
With familiar Christmassy tastes.
I think if you don't like those full-on frankincense, myrrh, all those things, the heavy cinnamon, all those things, this is the gin for you because it's a little bit more spicy. So you'd think it was a navy strength, but it's a Christmas gin for a traditional gin drinker.
Yeah. I do believe that. I agree with you on that.
This is like going, okay, well it's Christmas, so we'll put in a little bit more of a couple of spices, but if you don't want those kind of syrupy, sticky, which I love, I really absolutely love. Sometimes, I mean, like last year and the year before, we were a bit like, oh, we really want it to be Christmas in your face, but then that's not to everyone's taste, is it?
That isn't, and I totally agree with that. I think we've criticised some gins that haven't been Christmassy enough. This isn't traditional Christmassy cinnamon, star anise. This is the spicier end of Christmas. I
think spicier end of gins more than Christmas because it's not spicy Christmas.
See, I'm getting now. Remember,
I'm getting dark chocolate.
And I'm getting the tail end, and I absolutely hate them, but I do eat them because I'm greedy, of a Christmas pudding, right? The bit around the edge.
The burnt ends.
Yeah, but not, this isn't burnt.
No,
the
I know what you mean,
spiciness, because the flame is to invigorate it, isn't
it?
it?
Crust of a bread pudding.
See, I don't eat bread pudding, but I know what you're saying.
I do, but they weren't as good as what my dad used to make. He made the best bread pudding.
You really are having problems,
Got
aren't
my teeth back in. So listen, I think I think I'll be honest. If it wasn't such a great gin, such a blinding gin, I might be scoring this down, but I'm not going to be scoring it down. I'm not going to give you nothing away because it's such a good gin. I think it deserves recognition.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
The gin itself is very good.
Yeah.
The added spiciness to it gives me that. It's not, to me, it's not 100% Christmassy.
Because it's not gingerbready, it's not cinnamon and clovey.
Yeah. But I'm getting the spiciness that I can relate that to a part of Christmas more than I could something else in the year.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. For me, it's definitely wintry. And our camera operative did point out when we were kind of doing our Hollywood montage. So we actually have, yeah.
They're a collector's piece now.
Batch number 1.
Batch number 1.
Look at that. Batch number 1 of that one. I wonder what batches
these
we've
are
got
all loads.
there.
They're all over the place.
Oh, wow. So we have batch number 1 of the Christmas one and we hadn't done it. I'm just going to be rude and I'm going to check. So let's have a look.
Can you see?
Batch number 5, batch number 12, batch number 8. It's batch number 1.
Yeah.
That's quite
Happy
special.
With one. Happy with one.
That's actually quite special. We like a batch number 1. You're a number one batch.
So what we're going to do... Oh, sorry, I just got some ice then. We're going to pair it with something. So this is what we will do. We will be doing at Christmas. So we were going to get a load more of these boxes. And every video we've put in a different biscuit, or different chocolate, whatever you want to call it. It's a Biscotti Licious. Fell in love with this brand, bought the whole range, and we're now, there you go. We're now having these with every gin that we do for Christmas, as we want to see how they pair. Because I like this bit of a rehearsal for Christmas Day.
Camera operative.
Camera operative loves the chocolates, biscuits, whatever you want to call them. Biscotti Licious. I'll put a link somewhere here.
Right, take your one.
I'm taking my one. Oh, it's a nice fat one. Like me. But we need to make sure it works with the gin.
This is the raspberry one.
Yeah, I was going to say, these are the raspberry ones.
Raspberry and white chocolate. And
that's bringing it up for me. That's working.
I chose it because obviously I was thinking down the cranberry route that it would work.
Because there's a sharpness of the cranberries.
And then before we even tried it, I was thinking as we was going along, that's going to work really well. That is going to work really well. And it does.
Yeah, it does. Yep, they both have unique,
it's interesting
their
that
own unique
you
flavours.
can have, I mean, you know, with a lot of these Christmas gins, you can have them with sweets and savoury stuff as well. And this one, even though it's not your atypical frankincense and myrrh and all those kind of things, jingle bells are jingling, it's still a phenomenal gin. And it is worthy of kind of being up there in the kind of, in our gin videos for Christmas, I think.
Oh, that's worked. That's worked for me. Because these are nice and sweet with a bit of sharpness in there. This is giving me the spiciness and the ginness. I'm getting 4 elements, 2 here, 2 here. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Where's the paddles? Let's score it. Yep. Oh. There you go. Just double checking. I'm happy with the score.
Go. I'm just checking what you've done. Right.
There you go. This thing keeps on getting in the way. I'm sorry, I can't see.
So for me, it is going to be the one. So when people say I'm a bit put off by Christmas gins because of the excess flavours, all the sugars, all those kind of things.
We're going to ease them in.
Yeah. We'll say, look, try this. Got Christmas on there. It's a little bit more kind of like, there's a little bit more elements to the normal gin to make it a little bit more Christmassy.
It's a very good gin.
But it's a very good gin. And we did have batch number 1, which is really good. But we do have all the old bottles. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we do apologise, but we're looking into getting the correct bottles.
We'd like the correct bottles. But we have had them for a while, and we were worried about doing them.
We were loyal right from the start. So there you go. Don't.
We bought them. We was a little bit worried because we didn't know how to pronounce it initially.
Yeah, that was why.
That's
why I put it off for a year and a half.
One of our friends who knows the distillery told us how to pronounce it, and we hope we did do that well. If we pronounced it wrong, then it's his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who you are. Right, do your bits.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop us a comment if you've had any of these, and if you've got a new bottle, well done. And we'll see you next video. Merry Christmas to you all.
And if you had the Christmas one, what batch number do you have?
That's true. Very true.
Interesting to know. Right, cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.